Hi, I'm Terrence Servants from Kinokuniya Books here as a graphic novels and comics buyer, and we have George O'Connor here from the Olympians series, best-selling author, New York Times best-selling list. And he's here to do an event for us for promoting the newest one, which is Ares, and he'll be doing a demonstration on how he actually draws many of the characters for the series.
So, we already drew Ares here today. The book opens up with a comparison and contrast between Ares and Athena being the two Greek gods of war. And the way I always bring it down really simple is Athena is all about strategy, skill, and formation, whereas Ares is the god of making people into bloody piles. His name was literally like a verb back in the day, which meant like battle frenzy. He's berserker rage. So I've already drawn him. He's not like he's the ugly, violent one. Athena is more of an inspirational figure. I spoke about it in the Ares video about when I was designing armor for him. I decided, well, why would a god need to wear armor? And ultimately I decided that he wore it just to look fearsome. So Athena, I designed her helmet more like it has a framing effect for her face. Because as I said, she's an inspirational figure. She tends to collect heroes. Everybody's heard of the Odyssey. So, she's one of Odysseus's big sponsors. She's also played that same role for Heracles, which is the Greek name for Hercules, for Perseus, the guy who killed Medusa. Right. And so she kind of will make these appearances. And then she's also the goddess of strategy, of skill. If you were a soldier, like a general, and you were going to go into battle, she would be the goddess you would be praying to, because she's the one who's going to give you the divine inspiration. So her helmet is designed for clarity of her facial features, to accentuate her face, because she's about the communication. Where again, as Ares, his helmet's just described, it's just there to look terrifying and to have gore drip off it. I've only drawn him smiling maybe once, and it's when he's staring into the eyes of an army he's about to massacre. I tend to give her a gentle smile. I think she enjoys her job. She's a little bit nebulous. She's a little bit hard to understand sometimes. I think she's a bit of a hard mistress. If you were to encounter Athena, it's probably because she's going to enlist you in some sort of quest to go kill some horrible monster. But she's essentially a kindly goddess. There's also a really interesting juxtaposition of soft and hard at play in her design. She has the hard helmet. She has her soft hair come out from underneath it. Everybody knows she's the goddess of war and wisdom, but she's also the goddess of things such as weaving. So she has these nice robes that come out from underneath her armor. And then she has her aegis. Aegis is sometimes thought of as a shield, but I go back to some ancient sources where it's more of like an armored cape, which is made of goat skin, giant skin, and the actual snakes from Medusa's head. So let me draw that in now. So she's got an interesting fashion sense, to say the least.
And it's Fashion Week.
Yeah, can you imagine somebody at Fashion Week coming out wearing dead giant skin and living snakes? I'm sure it's happened. She doesn't lend herself to as much gritty details as Ares. You want to keep her kind of bright and clear. She's the gray-eyed goddess. She has eyes the color of storm, like her father, Zeus. And I think that's it, actually. That's a more simple one. Of course, the signature. Thank you guys so much.
Perfect.
Thank you.